You ever wonder what it's actually like inside one of those high-speed digital trading floors? Especially on a day when the market just goes completely haywire? Well, today, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're taking you inside a live trading stream from August 20th, 2025, to see a massive NASDAQ freefall right as it happened, through the eyes of the traders living it. All right, let's get into it.
This quote from one of the traders pretty much says it all, doesn't it? It's this brutal reminder that in the world of trading, when things go bad, they go bad fast. Markets climb up the stairs, but they tend to take the elevator down.
Okay, so let's set the scene. We're on the SuperAreas.com digital trading floor, and you got to picture this. It's a whole community of traders from all over the globe, all logged in, all staring at the same charts, and they're all gearing up for a really, really big day.
So the morning kicks off with this weird kind of calm. It's tense, you know? People are getting their coffee, checking their systems, listening to the morning brief. The market's kind of stirring, but everybody knows the real fireworks haven't started yet. They're all waiting for one thing in particular.
And this is it, the mother of all news. The entire financial world is basically holding its breath for the Federal Open Market Meeting minutes. This is where the big central bank gives hints about what they're going to do with interest rates. And that can change the value of, well, everything. One wrong word could send the market soaring, or, as you're about to see, send it into an absolute nosedive. You could just feel the tension.
Now, you might think trading on a day like this is just pure chaos, just gambling. But that's not how these folks roll. They operate with a super strict, predefined strategy that their software calculates before the market even opens. They have a plan.
The secret sauce to their whole strategy is something they call areas. And what's so cool is how it cuts through all the noise. See, before the day even starts, the software spits out these specific price zones. Support areas are kind of like a price floor, where they might look to buy. And resistance areas are like a ceiling, where they're thinking about selling.
And this is basically their treasure map for the day. They're not just guessing. They've got their key levels marked out. They're looking to maybe sell if the NASDAQ gets up around 23,640, and they're on the hunt for buying opportunities if it drops to that first support level, S1, or the second one, S2.
So here's the key, the most important part. Their whole game is built on discipline. They don't chase the market. Nope. They wait, and they wait for the market to come to them, to hit one of their pre-planned areas. But on this day, the market came at them like a freight train.
And this is where the plan met reality. The market wasn't about to wait for some 2 p.m. news conference. Right after the opening bell, things just got violent. The day went from tense to total chaos.
I mean, just look at the speed of this thing. In less than half an hour, the NASDAQ didn't just test their plan, it absolutely steamrolled it. Let's just walk through this, using the trader's own words from the live stream.
It starts right here. That first level of support, that first floor on their map, it doesn't even put up a fight. One of the lead traders just calls it out on the mic. S1 is done. Officially. Boom. Gone.
And the numbers are just tumbling. We blow right past that first support level. The price is plummeting. This isn't just a little dip anymore. The floor is completely gone. This is a free fall.
We're talking minutes later, they're not just at the second support level, they've smashed right through it. This was supposed to be a major zone to buy, but the selling is just relentless. Both of their main support areas are just vaporized.
And it just keeps going. The price hits 23,146. Now, to put that in perspective for you, that was the level they had marked as the expected low for the entire day, the absolute bottom. And they hit it in a matter of minutes. It's barely past 10 a.m.
How do you even describe something like that? Well, one of the traders on the stream summed it up perfectly. It's not a technical term, it's just a raw human reaction. Big brutality craziness.
Okay, so, deep breaths. After the dust settles on that absolute chaos, what happens next? Well, the free fall actually gives way to some incredible lessons about strategy, about psychology, and some really surprising stuff about this whole high-stakes world.
One of the most interesting things they talked about was the two main kinds of traders. For a day trader, a day like this is why you have things like stop losses, which automatically sell you out to stop a huge loss. You have to be out of your trades by 5 p.m., so you can't just hope the price comes back. But a position trader, someone using their own big pile of cash, they have a totally different playbook. They can just absorb the drop and hold on for days, even weeks. It's two completely different mindsets.
And this really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? The psychology. When the market is dropping that fast, your gut, your every instinct is screaming, sell, get out now. But as a lead trader explained, that is the single worst thing you can possibly do. Keeping your cool is just as important as any fancy software.
So after all that, you're probably wondering, did their system even work? Did anyone make money? Well, get this. Despite the brutality craziness, the traders who stuck to the plan actually came out ahead. You see Hurrit there with 12 points on NASDAQ, and others in the green too. The big takeaway? At the end of it all 7 of their monitored streams were profitable. They managed to turn that chaos into an opportunity.
But wait, the story doesn't end there. Because behind all the complex charts, the crazy algorithms, and the market psychology, there's a much more mundane and honestly kind of hilarious reality.
You'd think the biggest danger on a day like this would be the market crash, right? Well, during the stream, we got a peek at an even bigger threat, a bad Wi-Fi connection.
You have to hear this quote. It's just incredible. Right in the middle of this high-stakes, multi-million-dollar trading operation, one of the lead guys is fighting with a faulty iPhone hotspot. And he says this simple little tech problem has literally caused him to lose plenty of accounts before. It shows you, they're dealing with the same tech frustrations we all are, except for them, the stakes are thousands of dollars a second.
So just let that sink in for a second. A market freefall that wiped out billions of dollars in value. They had a plan for that. They could navigate it. But the entire operation was almost brought to its knees by a weak Wi-Fi signal. It's kind of amazing how fragile it all is.
And that's really the question we're left with, isn't it? This wild day showed us the insane speed of the markets and the power of a disciplined plan. But it also showed us that in this incredibly complex financial world, success can still boil down to the most basic things: the human mind staying calm